With the motto, "Keep Portland Weird," you can expect some unusual sights, sounds, smells, and taste from this famous Pacific Northwest city. The Willamette River splits the city into its east and west sides, and with 12 bridges spanning that river, you can easily see why one of the many nicknames is Bridgetown. These bridges help connect the individual and unique neighborhoods that make Portland the quirky and fun city that it is, despite or in spite of the challenges it has faced. Hey y'all, and welcome. If you're new here, I'm Christi, the Gen X Gypsy, helping you to travel better so you can focus on creating unforgettable memories. Today, I am so excited to show you around my adopted hometown of Portland, Oregon. I lived here for 25 years, and I want to share with you all of the secrets that you need to know before you go. So before I start showing you around, and before all of the haters start making comments in the comments below, let's talk about the elephant in the room, shall we? Two issues with Portland that I am sure you have heard about over the past couple of years are about the protest and homelessness. I can assure you the protests are over. Everything downtown is pretty much back to normal, the way it was before. But the homelessness is, I'm not going to sugarcoat it, it's actually a real issue. There is a lot of homelessness around Portland. But like any other big city in the world, you can manage to avoid most of it, and most of the homeless people are just minding their own business. So take the same precautions you do when you're traveling anywhere else, and you'll be just fine. Now let's get to the fun stuff. A unique way to do a self-guided tour of Portland is to try the 4T Trail. The 4T Trail consists of a 4-mile hiking trail, like behind me, and using the tram, the trolley, and the train to get around Portland. It makes a big loop, and it takes about 3 to 4 hours to do. I will have a link below in the description that will take you to the website where you can look up the maps and all of the information that you would need to know. But it is a really cool and fun way to get a different perspective of Portland. Is home to one of the largest urban parks that you can find in the United States. It's up here adjacent to the Rose Garden. In fact, you could go to the Rose Garden and then jump on one of the many trails that goes back into Forest Park from here. It's about 5,200 acres and has about 80 miles of trails and forest roads that you can hike on, mountain bike on, take a family little nature trail on. So many things to do back there in the woods, and it is right in the city limits of Portland. Although we are in the International Rose Garden, one of my favorite parts of the Rose Garden is this little hidden corner back here that is the Shakespeare Garden. And there's a few roses in here, but for the most, it's a beautiful example of gorgeous English perennial garden. You really don't need to rent a car when you come to Portland if you are focusing your visit on the city. You can take the train, also known as the Max Light Rail, from the airport to downtown. And once you are in the city, the options are limitless. Of course, you can walk or take a bus like in most cities, but you also have the option of renting bikes or scooters to go from one location to another and not having to be committed to renting for the whole day. In addition, the streetcar and Max trains will get you pretty much anywhere you want to go, including the Portland Zoo, which at 260 feet deep is the deepest transit stop anywhere in the United States. If you are a reader or just love to explore bookstores, you don't want to miss the world's largest independent bookstore, Powell's. Now, there are quite a few locations around town in different neighborhoods, but the original and largest is the flagship store located in the Pearl District. Not only do they have a huge selection of new and used books for you to find your next engrossing read to get lost in, but they also have a fantastic selection of interesting and distinctive souvenir or gift items. My favorite place to get ice cream in the world is Salt and Straw. They are a local company that was started here, and their focus is on using local ingredients in their ice cream. Since they started, they have expanded and they are now in other cities, but they also make a point that when they're making ice cream in those other cities to use local ingredients to that city as well. One of the tricks when you come to Salt and Straw, if you don't want to stand in the line and taste a few different flavors. Hi, how are you doing?
Good, how about you?
Good. Can I try the spice goat cheese pumpkin pie?
That one's got the cream cheese base and then the pumpkin pie.
Cool. Is to go directly to their cooler that has pints that you can buy without having to wait in line.